Hello and good morning to all of you. So, in the last lecture of BRS, we have discussed the basic idea about passbook, cash book, and the meaning of bank balance as well as the meaning of overdraft. Now, we try to understand the concept of BRS, what BRS is. See, meaning of bank reconciliation statement. In normal circumstances, balance as per cash book and passbook should be the same. If at the end of particular time interval, balance of bank account as per cash book is compared with the balance as per passbook. That is but obvious to understand. See, કે તમે cash book અને passbook ની balance compare કરો તો theoretically both balance must be same. Okay, કારણ કે તમે જેટલા cash book માં record કરો same amount we are recording, bank is recording it in the passbook. So the both balances must be same. But if the differences arises after finding out the reasons thereof, a statement prepared to explain them and to reconcile balance as per cash book and passbook is known as bank reconciliation statement. Here it should be noted that even though the balance as per cash book and passbook are the same, preparation of bank reconciliation statement is necessary because there remain a possibility that the details of transactions in both may differ. See, as I said, theoretically balance must be same, but practically there is a possibility of variation in bank balance as per cash book and passbook. So both books should be compared and the reason must be find out, and that reasons we have to reconcile. Now the statement in which the reasons are reconciled is called bank reconciliation statement. So bank reconciliation statement means a statement showing the causes of difference in the bank balance as per cash book and bank balance as per passbook for a particular time or on a particular date. Okay, આ રીઝન્સ કયા કયા જેને લીધે બે બેલેન્સીસમાં ડિફરન્સીસ થાય તો ટોટલ 10 reasons are there to understand. This point you try to understand properly કારણ કે આની ઉપર જ સમ તમને ડિપેન્ડ્સ કરે છે. Reasons for difference for bank balance between cash book and passbook. When a trader into a transaction with bank, he records the same in his cash book and bank. After recording the same in passbook, it gives it to trader. Therefore, at any time, if a bank balance is verified, it should be same as per cash book and passbook. For example, if on 31/3/15 debit balance as per cash book, that is bank balance is 5,000, then on the same date credit balance as per passbook must be 5,000. Theoretical check it must be, but in normal circumstances this does not happen because of various reasons which are given on next page. So that 10 to around 10 reasons are there that we will discuss one by one. So first reason તમે જુઓ, check deposited in bank but not credited. Okay, તમને કોઈ કસ્ટમરે ચેક તમને આપ્યો હોય, that check we have received. Now what we will do, we will deposit it in the bank. Now it is not necessary that the check deposited are compulsory going to be credited. It cannot be credited due to several reasons. If the check is bounced, okay, or if there is a mistake in check, okay, or if there is a time lagging between these two. So there is a possibility that તમે જે deposit કરો જે ડેટે અને credit થાય, there will be differences. So because of these differences, તમારી bank balance જે છે tally ન થાય. Okay, see, towards the recovery of the dues, when a trader receives checks, he deposits the same in the bank. But this time, it is recorded on debit side of cash book in a bank column, considering bank balance increases because of the deposit of check in the bank. But generally, bank does not give credit for the same on the spot. जो on the spot bank credit no આપે, એને time લાગે. Okay, bank gives the credit of that amount of check to a trader only after it recover the amount of that check. Therefore, for the time between the check deposited in bank and actually credited in the bank, differences arise in the bank balance as per both records. For example, see, bank balance as per cash book, bank balance is 2,000. A check of 5,000 received on 4/3/15 and immediately it is deposited in bank. Okay, credit for this check is given by bank in the passbook on 6/3. હવે આ બે ડેટ જુઓ તમે 4/3 તમે ડિપોઝિટ કર્યો, 6/3 બેંકમાં ક્રેડિટ થયું. તો ઇન કેશ બુક વી હેવ રેકોર્ડેડ ઓન 4/3. તો આપણે શું કરી નાખ્યું છે 2000 પ્લસ 5000. તો વી હેવ ઇન્ક્રીઝ બેલેન્સ બાય 5000. તો એઝ પર કેશ બુક બેલેન્સ કેટલી છે 7000. બટ ઇફ વી ચેક વિથ ધ પાસબુક, તો ઇન પાસબુક ઓન 4/3 this date balance will not be 7000 because this check has not been credited by the bank up till now. Okay, so because of this reason the difference arises. Okay, this is first reason. Second is opposite than first one. Check issued but not presented for payment. Sometimes we are issuing check but the same is not presented. In order to pay dues, when a traders draw and issue check in favor of any person, he immediately record it on credit side of the cash book in the bank column, and therefore bank balance as per cash book will decrease. But till the person to whom check is given present it in the bank for its payment, the bank makes actual payment. Bank balance as per passbook does not decrease. Therefore, for a time lag between the check drawn and issued and presented in a bank for payment, differences will arise in the bank balance as per cash book and passbook. Okay, એક એક્ઝામ્પલથી તમને સમજાવું કે on 28th March bank balance is 4000 as per cash book. On the same day, a check of 1000 is drawn in favor of creditor, which is presented for payment in bank by that creditor on 1st April. On which date the check is given? It is given on 28th March. Check date for 28th March. But the same is presented on 1st April. Okay. So, તમે 31st March ની bank balance check કરો તો in cash book we have recorded the check as it is presented, but in passbook it is not recorded because it is not presented for payment. So our bank balance as per cash book will be less, while in passbook it will be more. So because of this reason also the difference arises. Third reason, direct deposit by customer in bank. Sometimes our customers directly deposit the amount in our bank account without informing trader. Sometimes without informing trader, customer directly deposit cash or check in his bank. Bank gives credit for the same to traders, and therefore bank balance as per passbook increases. But as the trader has no information for the same, it remains unrecorded in cash book, and therefore bank balance as per cash book remain less than that of passbook. આ ફ્રિકવન્ટલી આપણી સાથે થતું હોય કે એઝ અ ટ્રેડર આપણા કસ્ટમર્સ જે છે દે આર ડાયરેક્ટલી ડિપોઝિટિંગ મની ઇન આર બેંક અકાઉન્ટ, તો વિધાઉટ અવર નોલેજ. તો ઇટ ઇઝ રેકોર્ડેડ ઇન પાસબુક બટ ધ સેમ ઇઝ નોટ રેકોર્ડેડ ઇન કેશ બુક. તો બેલેન્સ જે છે એમાં વેરિએશન્સ જોવા મળે. નંબર 4, interest, commission charges etc. recorded by bank in traders account. તો this interest, commission charges જે છે એનું રેકોર્ડિંગ first of all bank will do. Okay, as it is our expense, so bank will deduct from our balance. That means bank will debit this amount in the passbook. But as we are not aware about this, the same is not recorded in cash book. So in passbook it is debited, but in cash book it is not credited. So the differences will arises. Okay. Number 5, amount recovered on behalf of trader and credited to his account by bank but not recorded in cash book. Sometime when bank has collected any amount on behalf of trader and has credited to his account for which there is no information with trader, then bank balance as per cash book will remain less than that of passbook. According to the instructions of a trader, bank collect the amount of interest, commission, dividend on behalf of trader and credit the same in his cash book. Till he receives the information for the same from the bank, a difference arises between both the balances. So in short, the transactions recorded in one book, that is passbook, but not recorded in cash book, or it is recorded in cash book but not recorded in passbook, This type of reasons will make a difference in balances. So try to understand these 5 reasons. Tomorrow we will discuss the remaining 5 reasons and then some. Okay, so thank you.